Hello, Virgo. So this is your love and relationship reading for November 2018. Give me just a few more seconds while I shuffle the cards. Okay, your first card, it's a Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords. That's an interesting combination. Strength, Nine of Pentacles, a Queen of Cups. Seven of Pentacles reversed, a Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of the Year reversed. All right, and I will pull one more card, a 10th card for the outcome. All right, so this row are going to be past influences on November, and then as we head into the actual month of November and what'll play out in the future. So we have row 2 for the month of November and the future after November passes. Where will everything turn out? How will everything turn out? So one of the things I'm noticing are your two major arcana cards. Strength. And strength is an important card here because strength is about having courage and power. Okay, so it's very literal. Strength means exactly what it means. You'll notice this goddess sitting next to the lion. She's taming the lion through her sheer power and influence. So this is always about your inner power to handle obstacles, to be patient, to be true to yourself. Okay. Then you have the Wheel of the Year reversed, and this is also called the Wheel of Fortune. And you'll notice that there are actually two pentacles in this card. Because this is about the natural world, the literal natural world, and all the natural changes that come with it. Whenever you see a circle in the tarot, it's always in reference to cycles, things going around, coming back around. And so this is about the natural cycles of life. But in other interpretations, the Wheel of the Year or the Wheel of Fortune, it's also about luck, okay? And sometimes it can mean a downturn, a period in bad luck. And you have that Seven of Pentacles reversed. So in your future, yeah, there seems to be a little bit of a heads up here, especially when you have strength here. So this seems to be the oracle saying, just a heads up here. Just be prepared for the unexpected. Expect some downtime. Expect, maybe for some of you it means the relationship might stall a little bit, but nothing too catastrophic. And because you're an earth sign, I'm also noticing how the pentacles are also coming together. You have that Nine of Pentacles in the center, the root issue. This is about your happiness. And I think that you will find that happiness. I think some of you Virgos are just simply trying to get to a place where you feel happy and secure in the relationship. So, having said that, I also want to point out you have two queens here. You have a Queen of Cups. She's the queen of intuition and love and emotions. You see how she has the cup in her hand. These white posies are surrounding her. So what I'm seeing here is sort of a clash between emotions and passion and desire. And it doesn't mean that these are relating to any actual astrological sign, but it is telling me that there are two competing energies here between you and your love interest. And maybe because you feel more comfortable, keep in mind, water, which is represented by cups, is more compatible with earth than fire. Fire and water are opposites. Water and earth are complementary. So, one of the themes that I'm feeling out in your story here with your partner is you two have to come to an equilibrium as far as how you guys are moving forward in the relationship. A Queen of Wands with fire, very, very quick energy. Okay. And sometimes people who have a lot of that fire energy, especially if it's their astrological energy like Aries or Leo or Sagittarius, they'll have that type of energy where they'll be there in the relationship 1 minute and then they're gone. They don't have a lot of focus. A person with water energy, obviously, more intuitive. There's more depth and feeling, not just a flash in the pan as far as relationships. So, yeah, I feel like this is telling me a lot about how you and your partner are connected. Okay, so having said that, when we get here to this first, the past influences, you have an interesting mix of cups, fire, and swords. You have that 7 of Cups. It's about making emotional choices. Okay, what are you making emotional choices about? Well, you have that 2 of Wands. Successful partnerships, success, or waiting for success. Okay, and then it's followed by the 8 of Swords, which is about confusion, feeling trapped. And the woman with the blindfold also shows up in a 2 of Swords as well. So when you get blindfolds with swords, it means that you don't have clarity. You don't know which decision to make. So with those 3 cards together, I'm getting a lot of procrastination, confusion, and avoidance about the relationship, this partnership. So when we get here to the month of November, now we're seeing a little bit more stability. You are bringing this energy, Virgo, of strength, happiness, intuition, and love. Okay, and it feels like this is coming more from you than your love interest. And but it feels as if when we get here to the future, your love interest is going to push back. They can't commit right now in this partnership. And maybe this 2 of Wands is sort of saying, giving me some perspective on what your partner is thinking and feeling, that they see a lot of potential in this relationship or this connection with you. But once again, they're hesitant. They're not sure. They need more time. So when we come here to that Seven of Pentacles reversed, this is not only about you being kept waiting. This is the card of waiting. And what I find interesting here, note how the man has a wand in his hand and he's just leaning on the wand, not doing anything with it. Okay? And it means that he's completed all the work that he could do with the wand, and now he's waiting for these pentacles to sort of start bearing fruit. He's hoping. Now, this is not reversed. This is reversed. And so now what we're looking at is waiting in vain, disappointment. You know, you were depending on these wands and they messed up. And that is, I guess, something you Virgo should prepare for. Someone messing up. Someone losing your trust, because earth signs, earth energy, you're grounded and you're stable and you're practical, but you certainly don't like being played for a fool. And so the relationship is going to suffer a bit of bad luck. Not catastrophic luck, but as I said, I'm feeling that some of you are dealing with partners who are kind of avoiding a serious commitment. And you're like, I'm not going to be waiting around for you forever here. I'm not going to be putting up with your excuses and how confused you are and what else is, you know, all these little minor issues that aren't really issues at all. I feel like some of you might be getting some of that from your partner. So I'm going to pull that outcome card. You have a King of Swords. Now, as I said, swords are about clarity. In the King of Swords, this always represents, whenever I get court cards, they can represent a person. But when I look at that King of Swords, yes, you're looking at decisiveness. You're looking this very analytical. But kings are the masters. They are the authority. And so, Virgo, I see this outcome card saying, I see the oracle saying, okay, it's time for confronting some hard truths. There might be a very, very important conversation you and your partner will be having, because you're probably not going to be putting up with this wishy-washiness or issues for very long. This is about being wise and fair and reasonable. And some of you might need to help bring that energy to the relationship and to your partner, which I'm pretty sure you will. Okay? It's also about turning knowledge into action, like, okay, we need to get past this. And I think, Virgo, you're very capable of having those practical discussions with people, because you're always being logical. You don't have time for drama. You don't have time for silliness. So I do feel like it's going to be sorted out with your partner in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so that was your reading, Virgos. Heads up, my special for the rest of the year is my relationship energy reading for $10. It's my most popular reading. It gives you everything you need to know about what's going on with your partner and you, what's the energy between you two, what will the future hold, things like that. How will this relationship grow? Is it going to grow? All of that. So if you haven't gotten a reading from me before, you might want to consider getting one now. This is the perfect opportunity, especially as the holidays approach. So thank you so much, Virgo. Thank you to all my subscribers, my patrons on Patreon. I really appreciate you. And I wish you all love and light as always. And I'll see you next month.